Okay, so this is Cynthia. She is kind of new to curly hair. She was straightening and also bleach, right? Involved. So you can see that her curls have been a little bit compromised and they're getting their bounce again. And so we're going to go through the cleansing and setting of her hair so that for those of you who are still in transition, you have an idea of what to do and what your hair could look like. So if you'll go ahead and lay back. So we're going to use the Shamfree, which is the cleanser by CurlyWorld. No foam cream cleanser, extremely hydrating. And what you want to do is put it right on your scalp. And then we go in and really manipulate the scalp to loosen any dirt particles or any kind of buildup. I mean, even your sebaceous glands producing oil in your skin over a few days can build up. Shamfree is also the best detangler ever. So we're going to go ahead and start working it through to give her hair hydration and get rid of any tangling. And as we work through, we add water because water gives it slip and really makes it easier to get through the hair. And we do not ever use a comb or a brush. It's always our fingers. I mean, I think we've just really been brainwashed into thinking that we need plastic implements to get through our hair. We don't. Our fingers do a fine job. And if we're ever detangling, it's really a gentle work through, and then that water really gives it more slip so it's easier to get through the hair. So there never needs to be a struggle when detangling. It can be done gently, and especially for the young curlies, they don't like to have their hair pulled and yanked, and it never has to be that way. When you are healing from bleaching of the hair, or even a chemical relaxer, or the Brazilian, which is also a chemical relaxer, you will find that the hair mats more easily. The reason is that, so if you would think about the diameter of the hair, the thickness, so think of a fabric, right? So imagine you have fine silk or even a piece of organic cotton, and it's been tormented. You need to really handle it with care to get it back to where it needs to be. And so the diameter of the hair shrinks, the hair gets finer, it mats up easier because it's also drier. It's not able to hold moisture. And so that could be what some of you are experiencing when you have hair that's been chemically treated and is trying to heal from it. And for the record, we shed on the average anywhere from 50 to 200 hairs a day. Average is about like 120, 150. And so if you think about it, when you shed, if your hair is straight and silky, some of that shedding just kind of falls off and slides down and goes away. When you have texture to your hair, the natural shedding that happens stays here. And then we don't cleanse every day or condition every day. And so if you wait 3 or 4 days, now you've got 4 times 150. So that's a lot of hair. And just like animals, we shed more when the seasons change. So keep that in mind because we get a lot of people saying, oh, my hair is falling out. Well, it's growing back in just as fast. So be aware of that. The things that really damage hair and create hair loss could be internal health. Gut health is linked to scalp health. Also, extreme chemical damage or heat damage. We're talking very extreme. It would have to be that extreme for the hair to just fall out like that. So we've rinsed the Shamfree out, and now we're going to go in with the terms and conditions and start applying it to the ends of the hair where it's most needed, and then adding water as we go. The water helps the hair absorb it. It also gives the conditioner slip and makes it, we're able to distribute it through the hair more evenly. And then while the hair is wet, we're going to establish the part. And only because her hair is still recovering, I might do a little more curl encouraging. So just kind of get those curls to come in. And keep in mind, you can only manipulate your curls when they're wet. Once they start drying, you need to just leave them alone. When we're curl encouraging, we're just reminding the hair. We're reminding it to be itself. We're teaching it how to be curly again. And then we're going to gently rinse some of the conditioner out. I'm just going to do it this way. And I'd say for her hair type, we're going to leave about maybe 40–50% of the conditioner in. And because her curls haven't come in yet, we actually need to lift a little more of the water, the drippiness out. It's going to help her curls just bounce back a little. So unlike tighter curls where we really wouldn't touch it with fabric, with Cynthia's hair we're going to scrunch it a little more with a bamboo towel. So you can see when I kind of kept it there and was kind of pumping it to get some of the water out, that the curls came in a little stronger. So I'm trying to get a little bit of gel everywhere instead of a lot in one area. So I want to first distribute it, and then I'll go in and scrunch. And then we're going to just blot it a tiny bit more. Again, this is all part of the curl encouraging. We want to inspire her hair to be curly again. And for you, if you could kind of roll up instead of flip up. Thank you. Well done. And then if you'll just have a seat so I can reach the top of your head. So again, we could just leave it to air dry and then at the end diffuse it a little to get some of that curl out. But we're going to use some clips as well. I want to show you everything, and then you can decide what you're going to do at home. Because you guys have to live with your hair, and you know what it needs. Just listen to it. So this is to lift it a little bit at the top here. And if you do see an area that you need to get a little curlier as it's transitioning back to its curl, you can make a little pin curl like this and have it dry that way. So we're going to do that with the front just for demonstration to show you options. Okay, and with that, we're going to give her time to air dry. Wow, that's gorgeousness.